Have you ever been judged solely by your appearance? Has someone ever assumed the worst about you without knowing your story? This is the story of Amira, a 17-year-old girl with dreams as radiant as the diamonds she once admired behind a glass case. A girl whose confidence was tested, then reaffirmed in an unexpected way. And it all began on a rainy Thursday afternoon in downtown Chicago. Amira was on her way home from school, drenched from an unexpected downpour, carrying her backpack and violin case. Seeking shelter, she stepped into a jewelry store. It was one of those upscale boutiques, sleek, expensive, with spotless glass counters and gleaming white floors. She had always admired it from afar, especially the delicate gold bracelet in the front display. This wasn't her neighborhood. She had just finished a scholarship music audition across town and had some time before the bus arrived. Her shoes squeaked as she walked in. The saleswoman looked up and stiffened immediately. Amira noticed but smiled politely. "Can I help you?" the woman asked, her voice already tinged with suspicion. "No, thank you," Amira replied softly. "Just waiting out the rain." But the tension in the room grew thick. The other sales clerk, a younger man in a tie, glanced at her and whispered something to the woman. She frowned deeper. Then entered Mr. Langston, the owner, a tall man in his 50s with a sharp gray suit and colder eyes. He glanced at Amira, her backpack, her damp clothes, and narrowed his gaze. "Excuse me," he said. "You need to leave. We don't allow loitering." Amira blinked, confused. "I'm not loitering. I'm just waiting out the rain." He stepped closer. "I don't care. You've been watching the cases too closely. We've had incidents before." Her heart dropped. "Are you saying I'm trying to steal something?" "I didn't say that," he replied. "But if the shoe fits..." Everyone in the store turned to look. Her cheeks burned. She felt the familiar sting of shame, not for anything she'd done, but for how the world sometimes saw her. But she held back tears. She took a deep breath and tried to stay calm. "I just wanted to ask about the bracelet in the window for my mom's birthday." Langston smirked. "Sure you did." And that was when Amira, with trembling hands, reached into her backpack, slowly, deliberately, and pulled out her ID. "I'm a finalist for the Midwest Youth Philharmonic. I just auditioned at Roosevelt University. My mom's a nurse. My dad's a firefighter. I've never stolen a thing in my life." Mr. Langston didn't look at the ID. He scoffed. "You people always have an excuse." That's when the beeping started. It was the silent alarm, the one the saleswoman had pressed minutes earlier. 2 security guards walked in. But just as things were escalating, the store's security manager rushed out from the back. "Wait! Don't touch her!" he shouted. Everyone froze. He was holding a tablet, and on the screen, footage from the security camera. "She didn't do anything. She didn't touch a thing. She stood quietly and then pointed to the bracelet. That's all." Langston went red. Amira stood her ground, holding her ID. She was calm, respectful. "Your staff? Oh, not so much." And then the manager turned to Amira. "I'm sorry. Truly, you didn't deserve any of this." Mr. Langston was silent. Amira took a step back, tears now forming, but not out of shame, out of resilience. Before she left, she looked at the bracelet one more time and whispered, "She would have loved it." Then she turned and walked out. The story doesn't end there. The next day, footage from the camera surfaced online, shared anonymously by one of the clerks who quit that night. The post went viral. People were outraged, inspired, and heartbroken all at once. Within a week, Amira was flooded with interview requests, but she declined most. She wasn't interested in fame. She just wanted justice and change. An anonymous donor sent her that same bracelet in the mail with a note, "For your mother, from someone who sees your worth." Amira later performed at a public fundraiser against discrimination, where she opened her speech by saying, "Sometimes the world tries to define you by stereotypes, but your character, your grace, that's louder than any lie." And the best part, a few months later, she received a scholarship offer from Juilliard, full ride. Amira's story isn't just about racism. It's about dignity, about standing up when you're told to sit down, about not letting others dim your light. So the next time you're judged, remember Amira, because who you are is always more powerful than what they assume. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, like, comment, and subscribe. For more powerful real-life stories, turn on the notification bell so you never miss what's coming next. See you in the next video.